Hello and welcome to the video. In this video it's a very quick one talking about how you set up differential thrust, particularly for models like the BushMule. Now this is something that I've been asked about loads over the past couple of months, so apologies to everyone that's been waiting for the video. I finally got round to it. Now the BushMule setup is exactly the same as any other plane, and the way I'd set it up, I'd recommend you having a look at the complex plane setup video that I did that talks about all the steps to go through, because the BushMule also has a couple of other cute little functions, things like it has the opening cargo door, it had flaps on it, it had loads of other things too. So I would go through the process because that video will tell you how to put it together nice and safely to make sure that you don't overdrive any of the servos or try and pull the door closed past its stop position and those kind of things as well. But one of the things that I didn't cover in that video was how to handle differential thrust, and that is where you make the engines speed up and slow down a little bit to help you in turns. Because we have two engines, one on each wing, you really want to have them changing speed in relation to how the rudder is moving to support with turns. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to use the rudder mix them into the two engine channels that you're going to plug the ESCs into on your model, so that it'll help in the turns, and when the rudder is moved, one engine will speed up and the other engine will speed down slightly, so you still get approximately the same thrust from the two motors together, but it'll be doing it in a way that'll be pulling the model around and supporting that rudder turn. So let's have a look at a couple of slides before I dive into Companion and start showing you how to do this. So the first slide, before we get into any of the deep shenanigans, let me just explain what's actually going on. So here we have our twin engine plane, and it is flying or rolling along the ground straight and level. Both of the throttles are set to exactly the same value, and because of that they're producing pretty much the same thrust. The rudder is straight, everything is tickety-boo. The result is, of course, that the plane flies forward. But what about if we want to turn to the right? So now we're going to move the rudder and we're going to want to move the plane over towards the middle of the slide again. Well, this time what we want is we want the engine on the outside of the turn to speed up and the engine on the inside of the turn to probably throttle back just a little bit. So it does that, the result of which is that the plane is going to turn to the right. Now we could keep the rudder completely straight and the plane would still be pushed to the right, or similarly, if we didn't have the differential mix in, by putting the rudder control in, it would push to the right, but because the thrust is a little bit further out in the wings and we have two engines, then by doing it that way, they'll work in tandem. And to finish the example off, of course, it works the other way around. If you want to turn to the left, then you would again speed up the engine on the outside of the turn. So how do we do that in OpenTX? And it's actually pretty straightforward. So here I've got a model set up called Differential, and at the moment we haven't done anything to it at all. So here's our inputs. We have the standard rudder, elevator, throttle and aileron, and also in the mixes we have the standard for mixes too. So we will be plugging one of the ESCs into channel 3 on the receiver because that's going to be one of the throttles. However, we need more than one throttle channel. So what we can do to create the other one is simply duplicate that throttle, and then we will move that down into channel 5. There we go. So now we have two throttles. So we'll plug one ESC into one throttle and the other ESC into the other throttle channel. So one go in channel 3, one go in channel 5, but that doesn't really help us do the differential thrust. What we're going to do is we're going to mix a little bit of the rudder in here. Now we're in the mixes tab, we're not going to have to create anything else in the inputs tab. All we're going to do is we're going to add another line here, and we're going to call it differential thrust. It's actually going to come from the rudder, and it's only going to be a very small amount. And again, this is something that you're going to have to eyeball, and we'll click OK. And we'll do the same thing on the other throttle channel. We'll add a little bit of the rudder into the other throttle too. This time though, we'll make it -10. Okay, so we've got +10 on one, -10 on the other. Let me just show you what that looks like. So if I simulate the radio, And watch the different channels. So at the moment, channels 3 and channels 5 are the throttle. If I move the throttle up, they're both moving together. That's fantastic. So as I move the rudder left and right, you can actually see that as well as the rudder channel moving, which is channel 1, there's also a little bit of movement going on between the two throttles. Now, if that was the wrong way round and the wrong motor was speeding up, then what we'd do is we'd just change the weighting. So we'd make this -10. In fact, let's increase the effect a little bit. Let's make it 15. And this one we'd make a positive value, and by switching the polarity of them round, you can see the effect is a little bit more pronounced. Okay, that's the way that I would normally do it. And the other thing I'll do as well is I would potentially pop it on a switch so that I could turn it on and off if I wanted to. So say when switch A is in the back position, this is turned on. Okay, there we go. So now we have the differential thrust. You can see it working really well. And the way it tends to work here is if I move this across so that the rudder is now starting a left-hand turn, it means that the engine that's getting the most thrust is the right-hand engine. So I would plug in, if we go back to that model, I would plug in the right-hand engine on the model into channel 5 and the left-hand engine into channel 3. And if we go back to companion, you can see here that because as I'm turning to the left, I want the engine on the outside speeding up, and that would work the right way round. If, however, you have found that you've plugged them in the wrong way, it's not a problem, you can fix that in the radio. Now, the other thing, of course, is that if I wanted to change that by switching SA out the back position, then I turn off that differential thrust, but I would probably keep that on all the time. So hopefully that helps those of you that are looking to set up differential thrust. It's actually really straightforward. Just mix a little bit of rudder into your throttle. You probably don't want tons and tons. I would probably say between 10 to 20% is more than enough to make sure that that's going to work. Have a fly and just see if it's too much or too little, and just tweak it until you're happy. But I personally would test it on the ground. Once you've set it up, just do a little bit of running around on the ground to make sure that you can see that the outside motor in the turn is the one that's speeding up, to make sure you've got it the right way round, because if you take off and it is the wrong way round, then you're going to have a very interesting test flight. If you found that video useful or like the content, then please hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you want to go the extra step, you can become a Patreon of the Painless 360 channel and help provide support for what I do here. All the videos created here are put into playlists, so if you're interested in a particular topic, have a look at the playlist, and they all are organised in there to make them easier to use. If you're not sure if there's a video for your particular problem or topic you want to know more about, then add Painless 360 to the Google search term that you're interested in, and that should find the video, article or content about the particular thing that you're interested in having a look at.